Consider the ions aluminum ion, magnesium ion, sodium ion, fluoride ion, oxide ion and nitride ion. The number of protons in aluminum ion is 13. The number of protons in magnesium ion is 12. Sodium ion is 11, fluoride ion is 9, oxide ion is 8 and nitride ion is 7. But all these ions contain the same number of electrons and it is equal to 10. So such species having the same number of electrons are called as isoelectronic species. So how can we arrange these isoelectronic species in the order of increasing ionic radii? We know that cations are smaller than the parent atom and anions are larger than the parent atom. So cations will come first and then anions. Out of the species which has the highest nuclear charge, aluminium ion. Therefore, aluminium ion will be the smallest ion. Which has the lowest nuclear charge, nitride ion N3-. Therefore, nitride ion will be the largest ion. So how can we arrange the different species in the order of increasing ionic radii? Aluminium ion is smaller than, magnesium ion is smaller than, sodium ion is smaller than, fluoride ion is smaller than, oxide ion is smaller than nitride ion. Ionization enthalpy or ionization energy. It is the energy required to remove an electron from an isolated gaseous atom in its ground state. Energy is always required to remove an electron. Therefore, ionization enthalpy or ionization energy will be always positive. Positive shows that energy is required. Ionization enthalpy is expressed in kilojoules per mole. So, the first ionization energy can be regarded as the energy required to remove 1 mole of the electrons from 1 mole of gaseous atoms to produce 1 mole of gaseous ions with a charge of +1. Just like first ionization enthalpy, we also have second ionization enthalpy and third ionization enthalpy. Second ionization enthalpy means it is the energy required to remove the second electron. And how can you represent it? X plus giving X2 plus electron. The energy required to remove the third electron is known as third ionization enthalpy. And how can you represent it? X2 plus giving X3 plus an electron. Just like first ionization enthalpy, we have second ionization enthalpy and third ionization enthalpy. Second ionization enthalpy means it is the energy required to remove the second electron. And how can you represent it? X plus giving X2 plus an electron. Third ionization enthalpy is the energy required to remove the third electron. So how can you represent it? X2 plus giving X3 plus an electron. Second ionization enthalpy will be higher than the first ionization enthalpy. Why is it so? It is because it is difficult to remove an electron from a positively charged ion rather than from a neutral atom. The third ionization enthalpy will be higher than the second ionization enthalpy. First ionization enthalpy of group 1 and group 2 elements are given here. First consider the group 1 elements lithium, sodium, potassium, rubidium, cesium and francium. From the graph it is clear that as we move down the group, that is from lithium to cesium, the ionization enthalpy decreases. So out of lithium and cesium, which has lower ionization enthalpy, cesium has lower ionization enthalpy, whereas lithium has comparatively higher ionization enthalpy. Now consider the group 2 elements beryllium, magnesium, calcium, strontium, barium and radium. Here also we find that as we move down the group, ionization enthalpy decreases. It means it is comparatively easier to remove an electron from barium rather than from beryllium. How does the ionization enthalpy vary across a period and down the group? The lower the ionization energy, the easier it is to remove the electron. It means that if the ionization enthalpy is lower, lesser amount of energy will be required to remove such an electron, or it will be easier to remove the electron. Out of metals and non-metals, metals usually have lower ionization enthalpies and non-metals have relatively higher ionization enthalpies. You know that metals have a tendency to lose electrons. So since metals can easily lose electrons, lesser amount of energy will be required to remove the electron present in metals. So this is the reason why we say that metals have comparatively lower ionization enthalpies. Now consider non-metals. You know that non-metals have a tendency to gain electrons to get octet configuration. So in the case of non-metals, it is difficult to remove the electron. It is difficult to remove the electron means more amount of energy will be required to remove an electron from a non-metal atom. If more amount of energy is required to remove, it means non-metals will be having higher ionization enthalpies. So out of metals and non-metals, metals have lower ionization enthalpies and non-metals have higher ionization enthalpies. Now let us see how the ionization enthalpy vary across a period and down the group. First consider down the group. Ionization enthalpy decreases down the group. You know that as we move down the group, new shells are being added. Since new shells are being added, the valence electron will be far away from the nucleus. So if the valence electron is far away from the nucleus, such an electron will experience only lesser force of attraction from the nucleus, or the effective nuclear charge experienced by the electron will be very much less. So less amount of energy will be required to remove such an electron if it is far away from the nucleus. Now as we move down the group, lesser amount of energy will be therefore required to remove such an electron, since new shells are being added as we move down the group. Therefore we can say that ionization enthalpy decreases down the group. Now how does ionization enthalpy vary across a period? Ionization enthalpy increases as we move from left to right across a period. You know that as we move across a period, no new shells are being added. The added electron enters the same energy level, and that electron will experience more effective nuclear charge, or it will be experiencing more effective nuclear charge, as a result of which it will be difficult to remove such an electron, or more amount of energy will be required to remove such an electron. Thus we can say that as we move across a period, ionization enthalpy increases.